Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I always need to know first before I start a long tangent. Are you able to hear me? Hello, everyone. Let's see. White Medea's here, but she's saying that I'm starting too late, darling. Oh, I'm sorry, White Medea. What are you going to do? You're about to head and get yourself tucked in? Oh, can you hear me? Thanks for joining. Who said the longest? Adam, longest 2 minutes of your life. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tracy. Hello, Cornelia. Wow, this is wonderful. Gemini 24. We have Tracy Wu over in Hong Kong and Bailey. So you are able to hear. Jay Blair, hello. Listen to your child and monitor how they are reacting to the world by the type of questions they have. Age 12 is when sex really starts being an issue, just to be clear. Thank you. Oh, you're having a conversation in the chat. Well, thanks for joining. I was hoping to have Girl Code. She may join us, okay? Hi, Brenda. Hello. And Michelle, hello. It's been a long time. How have you been doing? Hi, Nancy. Loud and clear. Good. Emily, hello. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Love, laugh, live. How you doing? Great. This might be a shorter live. I want to get in the habit of coming on more often. You know how we used to have our regular time. Lori, hello. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining. Demoney, honey, hello. And she's saying hello to the chatmosphere. Hello, friends. So this one, if I get, let's see, Girl Code gets back with me. Let's see. Where is Girl Code? We need to put out a search party. But we were going to do the wrap of the 11/22/63. I don't want to do it without her, so just bear with us and wait until she. Hello, Bridget from the Bay Area. Thanks for joining. It's nice to see you here again. So this might be shorter because it was initially going to be our wrap up for part 2. Hi, L'Oreal. Hello there. So what I'll do. Oh, 420 Wild Dragon is here. How are you? Thanks for joining, good brother. So what I'll do is I'll do a shorter little podcasts, whatever you want to call them. Tribulation Saint is here with a fun fact. Let's see. Donald Trump's grandfather, Frederick Trump, came from Bavaria, where the Illuminati started and became rich, making money off brothels in the Yukon Territory during the gold rush. Wow. Oh my, that is a rather interesting fact. Thanks for sharing. You are my sunshine in Minneapolis. Hello. And Tina from Sweden. Are you serious? Thank you for joining, Tina. That's wonderful. We love all of our international family. We love it when you come and join us. We are all in this together, right? This is a worldwide wake up. So I will jump right in, okay? So if Girl Code does jump on, we'll do maybe we'll do another link or something if you want to do like a late night type of wrap up for that part 2. I haven't I don't have a message back from her yet. So what I'll do is I'll jump right in and then I'll jump into the chat. And what I want to talk about today, it just involves like just a little bit of a wrap up. Or just a continuation rather, so we can stay in the conversation of this trial. And what dawned on me, and I know I brought it up to you all, is the difference between, there I am with the pencil again, between the OJ trial, right? Hello, Victoria in Albuquerque. Beautiful. Sandra, hello. And our Harlem Sentinel, Karen Scott's here. You are my sunshine. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Look at the black cat, like Josephine, right? So I was just looking at the comparison between the OJ trial and all of the hype. Who was around to witness the OJ trial? Because they called it the trial of the century. So if you are old enough, maybe the millennials, of course, they won't remember. Like my daughter was just crawling around as a toddler when the OJ trial was, I mean, on every channel. Wasn't like, remind me, was it, it seemed like it broke into regular programming, right? It went on for probably how many weeks? Does anybody know? Like, let's get some OJ trial trivia. Who remembers the craziness of the OJ trial? Tracy is here. Hello. You are blowing the lid off. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Oh, I love that you're here. So you followed it, Adam. Adam says he followed it. Didn't it seem like it was on every channel? Now, DeMoney Honey, she's a Los Angelan, and she was, so you would really know how crazy it was because your city had to be like upside down at that time. Natasha, hello. You're new to my channel, and from one nurse to another, you enjoy the topics. God bless you. Thank you so much. Another nurse. Isn't that fabulous? Thank you so much, Natasha. And Shani is here. Hello. And it was on every channel. Anne says, yes, it like the world stopped. Okay, so we are getting some memories here. You saw the car chase so many times, you can still see it in your memory. Yes, we were programmed. Nancy, hello. Have you heard anything about the, oh yes, I've heard about it. It's Greek letter Omicron. I don't know that letter. Help me. Omicron. They're on that Greek letter now. So I have heard about it. So I guess Delta, they couldn't get that up and running. So they've moved on. You heard they were, trying to do some more of those. Okay. Well, we have to keep watch for that and pray for our fellow, sisters and brothers that are in countries that are doing a lot more, Let's see. Victoria says you watched at lunch break. Yes, exactly. Hello, Heidi in Florida. Johnny Borealis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and being so kind. Sandy, hello. Yes, they are on O. Yes. Can someone help? Oh, it's Omarion, like the singer. Adam, are you trying to make me laugh? Omarion. I don't know if that's it. Yes, love, laugh, live, the glove fiasco. So if you're a millennial and you're watching this or you'll watch it later, oh my gosh. Okay, look at me. I am so ADD. Look at this. Girl Code is here. Girl Code. Excuse me, everyone. Talk amongst yourselves. Girl Code, hello. I had started a live stream and I wanted to see if you wanted to do the wrap up of our part 2 for our 11/22/63 because it's Saturday. We were going to do it at 9, but if you are busy, that's okay. No worries. No worries. We can, yeah, come and jump in the chat if you want. Like, don't worry. We'll reschedule, okay? Because I know White Medea, I think she said she was starting to watch it. She binge watched it. But we'll do, okay, so Girlco's gonna jump in the chatmosphere. Okay, I'll be seeing you in the chat. Okay, sis. Okay, bye. Okay, we'll reschedule. No worries. Okay, if anybody wants a little more time, let's see. I love this. You have his whole name, whole government name, as they say. Orenthal James Simpson, a former NFL pro who also in a handful of movies made a cameo on Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. He might have went full psycho. Okay, thank you for adding that backstory. Nancy, you say you were very disappointed about OJ because you enjoyed him in the movies. Yes, he did a lot of movies. Yes, so let's see. Tracy Wu, I followed it. Cray Cray, I will reserve my opinion till ask. I love it. But it was a giant psyop. First reality TV to kick off mass media world control. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate that. Like I said, bring all of your, as they would say, conspiracy theories, all your tin hat tinfoil hat stuff. Put on your tinfoil hats. I want to hear all of this stuff. Everything's welcome, even if you don't agree. Come on, just do it in a nice way, everybody. Okay, we don't need to have trolling or anything like that. We have a beautiful family environment here, right? So, yeah, I don't mind you correcting me. I've told you that. I invite you to correct me for things. Go ahead and fact check me. There, hello. Joyce is saying hello. There she is. Girl Code, the patriotist. Now, if you want to find her, Girl Code, I meant to put that in the description to the first one we did. I have to put all that in. So this is how you find Girl Code on her backup channel. Okay, so if you put in Girl Code Patriotist, and I'm going to make sure I have all that in that other video, I meant to put it in. Empress, hello. Thank you for joining. Yes, so you're getting love there, Girl Code. Hello. So yes. Oh, wow. Someone is asking. There you go. I love these kind of discussions. Do you think Nicole is still alive? Okay, everybody, put on your tinfoil hats because I've already heard the theory on this. Do you think Nicole is still alive? All right. Drop it in our great chatmosphere. And oh, wow. Tribulation Saint is like, oh boy, you're going to be on my team, please, if we play a Trivia Pursuit. You and Dana. Where's Dana? I haven't seen Dana in a while. Tribulation Saint says, to the jury and to the honorary Judge Lance Ito. Wow, you are taking me back to those days. Oh my gosh, you have all of this data. Okay, Lance, I forgot that name. It just, wow, blast from the past. Judge Lance Ito from the Simpsons guest house window was anything witnessed by Cato. Do you guys remember Cato Kalin? He was the guest that stayed in the guest house. Cato Kalin, he was like this, surfer guy, like, hey dude, you remember Cato? Oh wow. Let's see. This is great. So wow, you have more. Look at this. He's like reading from the transcript. Is this in your memory? This is amazing. Did Ron Goldman try to fight the juice? For the millennials, O.J. Simpson's other nickname was, the juice. Not too hard to imagine. Off using judo, karate chops, or taekwondo. Deadly strikes with a knife at Ron and Nicole. Did OJ throw? Oh, wow, this is awesome. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it was a wild time. And this is what year was the OJ? Who knows? We need trivia people. What year? Who knows about the time of the OJ trial? Drop it in there. Hi, Dharma. Look at that. The OJ chase was the same day my synchronicity started. Really? I'd love to hear more about that. That's fascinating. Let's see. 1994. There you are. 1994. There you go. You all know. Yes. Oh, you say 1990. Well, it seemed like it went on that long. How long was that case or trial? So what I want to say basically is that this trial coming up in just 2 days, it hardly has the buzz. If you've tried to look for anything on the Ghislaine, because I told you I'm going to start saying her name correctly, or I've heard other people say Ghislaine, but I'm going to say it like I hear the other people when I'm watching different, interviews. They say Ghislaine. Okay. You all call her all kinds of things in the chat, I see. Hello, Squilliam. I love that name. Hi, Jen. I really love your show. Thank you for encouragement and educational shows. Love you. Nicole is making Kelly. Thank you. There you are. Thank you, Squilliam. You added to the, yes, and Adam. That's what he calls Ghislaine. Jan Younger, hi from Oz. Oh my, we love you over in Australia. Isn't that Oz? That's Oz, right? That's not New Zealand. They call Oz Australia. Am I correct? We love you and we're praying for you. We wish we could come and rescue you all. from all the cray cray that's going on. We don't like hearing these stories that you all are going through. It's really sad. So we love you and continue praying for our sister Jan here and all of the tyranny that they're going through in Oz. Okay, and correct me if I'm not saying it right. Australia is Oz, right? Okay, so we have Gemini Love. Hello, Gemini Love. You caught us. Yay, you're here. Elizabeth Delgato. Hello. So I am just wondering, are we going to see more in the press? But I'm going to come to you on a regular basis, and I want to give as much voice as I can. And I'm even going to start a Pinterest, a new Pinterest, because I've had Pinterest for so long and I don't even go on it. But I'm going to do some stuff with Pinterest, and I'm going to make sure there are things about this trial for the 6 weeks. If you want to go to the Pinterest page, I haven't filled it up yet, but as I start adding to it, I'm going to give you the link for the new Pinterest page that I'm starting, that I want to just collect like a warehouse or, curated things. And then I even started a new Twitter, which I hadn't been on Twitter since they blew us off last year. Remember when we were on Twitter and it was lit? We were having so much fun, and then they blew us all off, and everybody's over on Telegram now. So yeah, you're getting lots of love there, Australia, our sister. Thank you so much. Look at that. So this trial, compared to OJ's trial was overhyped. I mean, do you agree? What I think is, and I don't play the race card when it's not necessary, but I want to see, do you think that there is a component of race involved with this? Like, okay, for instance, like, go with me on the crazy train just for a minute. I'm doing hypotheticals, okay? Playing around with a few variables. If Ghislaine was black or brown, if Jeffrey Epstein was black or brown, do you think that, I don't know if it's an issue of race, it's more of like money, but OJ had money too, right? But I think it was like this whole like taboo thing because it was an interracial marriage, and OJ was a big celebrity. Then his wife was this beautiful blonde Southern California girl, from a good family, right? Then she come from a good, like, they were doing well, lived down in Dana Point, Orange County, right? So I'm just wondering, if we moved around a few variables, could we get more attention on this Ghislaine Maxwell trial, huh? Because basically it is going very, very quiet and controlled. If you look up anything on it, you just see a smattering of reports. A lot of the reports are old. Okay, so when the OJ trial was going on, I mean, they had the big, it's coming, they would have had it like a movie by now, telling you the premiere of the trial coming up. It was so overblown. And again, like I've said, it was a local issue to California, to Los Angeles, right? So this would, yeah, of course, because his celebrity, people would be interested on a, maybe global scale, more national, I would say. But it didn't have to go like into, it interrupted everything that you were watching. If you were watching the soap operas or anything, it broke into everything. It was high drama, and it was highly contentious. It caused a lot of division. And I just remember like how weird it was, when the trial finally concluded and he was, they said that, what, not guilty, because the whole glove thing. And I just remember when I walked into my office, I think I went to lunch. Didn't they, like, they came up with the verdict like around noon or something? And I walked in and all the white people, okay, white people, I'm talking about you right now. All the white people in my company, because I was working in pharmaceuticals, okay? So I was in the headquarters and I was cool with all my little white coworkers. But when the OJ trial finished up and I walked in. You guys weren't even giving me any love. Everybody was mad. I was like, yo, don't be mad at me. I have nothing to do with this. But it was so crazy. Like you could just feel the tension and you could feel how people were changing. I was like, yo, is this how it's going to be? They're going to be mad at me now. I wasn't pro OJ. I wasn't like, he's innocent. I was more like, I want to see what the heck is going on because I was watching the trial, but I was just like, I don't know. I'm confused because there were lots of conspiracy theories floating, right? Oh, there's Dana. Did you hear me, Dana? I put a little APB out on you. I was like, where is Dana? How did you hear that? Look at that. She showed up. Dana, for anybody that doesn't know, if you want any information, she is like an encyclopedia, okay, of knowledge. I'm so glad to see you, Dana. Hello. So you would have still loved me, Penny Lane. My white friends were like, they weren't even looking at me. You could feel the change. I walk in, I'm like, everybody's like, they're at their desk doing their work. Like, I'm not doing small talk with you, Jennifer, because OJ he's guilty. I was like, oh my God. You've had a lot going on in the past 2 months. Well, I'm glad to see you. I am so glad to see you. Adam, did you notice that? Come on, be honest. We can be honest here. We're not like triggered. We're not little snowflakes. We could talk about hard topics here, okay? But I'm just saying, it was divisive. But this trial, on the other hand, this trial is so much bigger because it is international. It involves children, women. So, where are all the Me Too people and all the people that advocate for children? This is going to involve government figures, royalty, um, celebrity, Hollywoodish stuff. Are you laughing? Are you laughing? Did you know? Did you notice it? Be honest, okay, MK Seco. You had to, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Look at how we know these like things. How many years later did anybody drop the how long ago? Oh no, our sis told us how long. It was nauseating. Tracy says another Californian. Let's see. 8 Wind is timeless. Thank you. Europeans were shocked about OJ, but before OJ, there seemed to be harmony in America. That's a real good point. OJ was created to stir up the race pot. I am so glad you said that because we have to look at some of these things along the timeline because how you talk about like, okay, we'll look at what happened, right? And the cause and the effects and the whole thing. And that was a really big thing, along with the LA riots, right? And the whole Rodney King and everything. But now we can look back at these things. We could put on our tinfoil hats and say, that's all I'm going to say right now. The little emoji, like, It is interesting, very interesting, right? But I am open to all opinions, okay? You used to call Marcia to work? Really? You used to call her to work? Oh, wow. What does that mean exactly? Tell me. What are you saying? Let's see. You said, "Hi Jen, I kind of think there was more to OJ's story and I'm sure it will be coming out." Yeah, these are the things that we really want to see, okay? What is going on here? So let me make the picture bigger here and let's talk about a few things here that we were thinking about the OJ trial in comparison. So I say Broncos and submarines, okay? I should put buses on there too because we're going to see who Ghislaine throws under the bus. She'll be a bus driver along with a submarine pilot and an airplane pilot and a helicopter pilot. Well, she'll be a bus driver too. So, yes, what will happen? We will see. So the infamous slow Bronco chase. I watched this Bronco chase like everybody else who was around, like old enough to remember. It was, oh, I think the Bronco chase was on every channel, right? Including PBS, right? The Freeway chase. Yes, Dana. It was crazy. It went on for so long because he was driving slow. He was supposed to be so, just despondent. And he had his best friend. Who remembers his best friend who was driving him? He was supposedly headed to Mexico, right? Wasn't he headed down to the border maybe to escape? He took a few things and, because he was wealthy, they didn't lock him up right away. They give them a little more time to come and turn themselves in. So he was just despondent and he was going to escape, right? But it was a very slow, you can't escape quickly in LA. When I lived in LA, if for anybody, it's like every day there are police chases on the news and you're like, oh no, another one. You just get so used to them that you're like numb, another police chase. And the only places they can run, I mean, you can't do too fast of a chase in LA with the traffic, but they always head up towards the inland areas, like towards, what is that place? I forget the name of it. They head up there and then over to the east and they try to get into the inland and to the desert area, but it's always some crazy police chase. So this was a slow chase with the white Bronco, all of the different, this story has so many objects, that oh, there you are. You are my people. Al Cowlings, who was also, wasn't he a football player as well? So Al Cowlings was his best friend driving him. Yes, Dollar Bill. Hello. How are you, Al? That's right. Good old Al by his side. That's a good friend, okay? That's a good friend, right? His name is Al Cowlings. You all know. If you're going to have a friend, you want a friend like Al Cowlings. I don't know if they're still cool now, but yeah. Yes, 420. There you are, right there. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. So there we are. And I'm just bringing this up to show that we were fully programmed because 27 years later, we can recall details from this trial of the century. And he had what they called the dream team of lawyers. Does anybody know a lawyer's name that, say, Jeffrey Epstein had, or maybe Ghislaine? Huh? Oh, Dollar Bill, that was his teammate? Okay, so what team did OJ play on? We're going to just do a bit of trivia here because I don't even know. I know he was from San Francisco, so I'm just guessing maybe he played for the LA. I'm bad, I'm not good. Is it Rams? Am I right? Tell me. Thank you, Dollar Bill. Yes, so let's see. You said huge distraction during that time. So what were they doing? Thank you, Dana. Good point. What were they doing? Really? You said Buffalo Bills. Okay, thank you. So, oh, he was retired. That's why he lived in LA. Okay, let's see. Nancy says maybe Nicole had something on OJ and was going to expose him. Possibly. Penny Lane says, I was working cocktail at Ruby Tuesdays. Oh, that's a name I don't see too often. We had it on all the televisions around the bar. Look at that, everybody. See? If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. You see this? We know these things like they just come back to your memory. You might not remember what you had for breakfast yesterday, but look at how we remember these things. Thank you, the cold hard truth. That's a really good, it's amazing. Yes, Rob Kardashian, the names are just, hey, G-Flow. Let's not forget the sketchy role of Rob Kardashian in all of this. Okay. Tell me what sketchiness, Rob, other than, the whole dream team, weren't they a little bit interesting, I'll say? We have Johnny Cochran, who was the lead attorney of the dream team, and he was wow. Okay, everybody would have a running joke like if you got in trouble, You definitely want to call Johnny Cochran if you can afford him. I can't imagine what the cost was. But yes, this was the dream team. Again, for you millennials that are joining, us Gen Xers and baby boomers that remember this stuff, look at how we're just rolling these details off is just too easy. So yeah, the dream team. And you remember the woman, she was the one woman from the dream team. Who knows her name? Who remembers her? She went on to have, all of them went on to have stellar boosts in their career. Some had untimely deaths. I mean, we had Johnny Cochran died, and his death was rather odd, I'll say. I'm going to get a little tinfoil hattie on that. Yes, Marcia Clark, Marcia. Look at that, Marcia. You all know, look at this. My goodness, we could have a whole thing. Marcia. Penny Lane, there you go. Yes, Marcia Clark. There you are. You all know. That is absolutely right. Marcia Clark. She was holding it down for the women. She was hanging tough with the guys, wasn't she? Look at that. Very theatrical, wasn't it? Very, very theatrical. Wasn't she going with Cochran? No. Joyce. Okay, let's get a little trivia here. Who was Marcia? It later came out. Who was she dating? I want to see who remembers him. It wasn't Johnny Cochran. It was another lawyer on the dream team. They came in, who needed to know that, right? This shows you how it was just so salacious and tabloidy, because we didn't have to really know all this because it was revealed later. Thank you. You are my people. Christopher Darden, who was the first guy in the picture. That's who she was dating during the trial. Okay. So I guess they were sequestered probably, right? They probably didn't go home the whole time, probably in a hotel. Oh my. Yes, she has a sketchy life. She went on to do some, she had her own show on one of the channels, right? Hey, Mbole, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? You said Shapiro. Oh yeah, Shapiro. Did he pass away? Is he still around? What's his first name? I forget. Shapiro. Yes, you know it. Yes. Dana is asking, was Al Sharpton involved in all of this? I don't recall. Can somebody answer that for me? I don't think Al Sharpton was involved. He didn't have anything going on with this trial. I could be wrong, but I don't recall. I plead the fifth. Now, other than the gloves, they were talking about his shoes and everything else. Yes, Robert Shapiro. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. Thank you all. You all, I'm telling you, you're going to be on my team with Dana, of course. You said OJ confessed either way. Yeah. Darden lost the Rodney King case. Oh, did he? Oh, I see. Interesting. Only in America, they all have catchphrases. Yes. Catchphrases are repeated so much and they stay in our memory. They become like a memory hole, right? So the shoes, does anybody remember the designer that did the shoes? Because that became a big part of the evidence in this trial. And again, I'm only going through this to prove, for anybody who wasn't old enough to remember this trial, I want you to realize that we still remember the details. 27 years later, that's how much we were programmed. So anybody fashionista out there, girl code, oh wait, you all know this. Look at that. Bruno Magli. Yes, there you are, Bruno Magli shoes. So that was brought into question. Girl code, what are you saying? 9J? What does that mean, girl code? Tell me. And isotoner gloves. Look at that. I wonder, did Bruno Magli, I remember they even talked about, they had a boost in sales, right? Where you would think that a scandal like that would maybe go the other way, but it actually was a boost in sales for Bruno Magli, I believe. Sorry, OJ. I'm starting to believe that it was a FF as well. Yes, it's starting to look that way as we look at it in retrospect, right? It's starting to look that way. Hey, David, thanks for joining. Good evening. You're tucked in. Such a wild and crazy guy. That's right. It's nothing going on out there, David. You're safe and you're good, tucked in, okay? Just watch us and enjoy the show. It'll be a short one tonight. Yes, and FF, you're believing you okay, girl code. We're starting to believe that, okay? You said I'm pecking on my phone. I had a OJ crush. I think a lot of people might have. You can admit that. He's a very handsome guy. And he still looks good. Do you all agree, or am I tripping? OJ is a good looking guy. Especially around the time 27 years ago, he was gorgeous. I mean, beautiful. Like, he had velvety skin and just good head of hair, and he was in good shape except for his knee. He had a bum knee, right? But I mean, OJ is a good looking man, just beautiful bone structure. So I can see, I can see how you could have a crush on him, okay? I'm sure before all of his cray-crayness that a lot of people had a crush on him. So yeah, so no worries. Don't you're among family. You could admit it that you had a crush on OJ. Nobody's going to look down on you for that, okay? Wait a minute, Adam. Adam said serial killers are usually good looking. Them and terrorists, right? I have a penchant for the terrorist beards. They kind of look handsome. The Middle Eastern kind of look. So, okay, we all have our thing. So yeah, she may have a real crush. She says, I'm 66 and OJ was caramel brown running at the airport. OJ's got a fan over here. She said caramel brown, okay? Oh, you have a real crush on OJ. You have a crush, as they would say. I didn't expect to be laughing. I'm sorry. I'm not being serious. We've got to have a little fun here because things are going to get heavy in a few days, okay? He had awful knees. Who says they're with me? So you like terrorist beards? That sort of dark and mysterious look. I'm sorry. We're getting silly now. Okay. I gotta stop. I hope I don't start giggle snorting. I feel so comfortable with you all. Meep, meep. Ay, ay, ay. Oh boy. Laughing is good because we're not always laughing every day, right? You enjoy it when you can. That's right. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I'm glad I could have a few laughs because Thanksgiving was a little sad for me. I'm not going to bring the mood down in the room, okay? Had a little family drama. I don't know. Was your family acting nice on Thanksgiving? I had one member that went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? So they waited though, at least they waited till the end of the day to do it, but it was a little bit like a downer, okay? Aren't they cute? This is so funny. Snort away. Oh my gosh. I giggle snort. My mother had always told me, she was like, you have to get that under control because I have a feeling you're going to get around some important people one day and you will start that giggle snorting. And when I start, I cannot stop. I almost have to do something like pinch myself, hurt myself, like punch my arm so I don't, so I can stop. It's horrible. One day, okay, wait, let me tell a story. Story time, okay? I'm divorced, okay? So when I was married, my ex-husband, he was a dean of a college, right? So I would have to go to all these boring events at the college. Like, oh, I'd be like glazing over, so bored. So we were at a function, and guess what? I can't even get it out. Pray that I don't start going crazy, giggle snorting, okay? We're at this function at his job, and a woman breaks out playing an accordion, okay? Now listen, don't come at me, bro, if you're Polish and this is your folk music. I'm not trying to listen, don't come at me, okay? But this was not the place to have an accordion, okay? And I didn't know what to do, okay? It was just so random. I started giggle snorting. Just what my mother predicted. Not that I was around like really big, but these were important people to my ex-husband, right? So he knew when I would start too. And he looked like we were sitting around a table and he looked at me like, don't start. And the fact that he even looked at me like, don't start. I just I swear. I don't know what I did. I think I tried to start acting like I was coughing or something. It was horrible, okay? It was so horrible. But anyway, you're fond of the accordion. I have nothing against accordions, okay? But this was just if I could just explain to you, it was so random, okay? It was just so random. It was I'm sorry. So it's no offense to accordion players, okay? I love the accordion too. So everybody knows this one, right? If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. What a powerful tagline. That is just brilliant, right? That might be really, they say that may have really won the case. What do you think? Like that may have just sealed it. I don't know. Not sure, but it was just amazing to I mean, I know they plan all this stuff out. He didn't just come up with it off the top of his head, but still, something so simple. But OJ, he does the whole I wish I had a glove to show you all, especially the millennials. Like, oh, you could go look at it, probably it's on YouTube, how he really like was he really trying to put that glove on, right? He was doing all this goofy stuff. And OJ made all those goofy faces and everything. And it was so theatrical. It was just the craziest trial. Let's see, you're asking how many years ago was it? It was 27 years ago. Fact check me, everybody. Wasn't it 27? Can you imagine 27 years ago? Yeah, the cop looks convinced. Yes, Helen, I was laughing at his face. Oh my God. How funny. Dana knows. Yes, 1994. Yes, he struggled allegedly to put them on, right? Oh my God. He wasn't a good actor that day, right? You said he was so cocky and goofy. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he does seem like he was, yeah, more okay. I want to stop this for a minute. I want to just go back into something serious for a minute. So, Ghislaine's trial starts on Monday. And if anybody has a Twitter account, if you want to, do something, you feel like you want to do something, maybe you can tweet out things. And the hashtags that they seem to be using, of course, use hashtag Maxwell trial. Okay. Hashtag Maxwell trial. Can someone put that in there for me? Put in hashtag Maxwell trial. Those are some of the things you can do. If you do social media, we can try to get something going. Of course, they could shut the hashtag down, but we'll just have to think of another one. It'll be 6 weeks of this. But when I looked on Twitter today, the things that what do they call it? Trending. It was ridiculous. It was like, are you serious? You don't even see anything about Maxwell's trial, which should be trending, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you hashtag Maxwell trial. And another one that they're doing is hashtag Maxwell trial tracker. I noticed that one. Hashtag Maxwell trial tracker. Okay. So that's another one. Thank you. Thank you. Get that hashtag going on your post. Even if you're posting about drinking water or lemonade, put hashtag Maxwell trial. Thank you. There's the other one. Hashtag Maxwell trial tracker. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Hi, Sharon. My boyfriend's mom was in OJ's first wife's wedding. Small world. Yes, it is. Thanks for joining and sharing. His first wife was a beautiful woman. I remember, like, Jet and Ebony magazines. And he was always on the Jet magazine, and his family had a really beautiful family. He had a tragedy, right, Sharon? You probably know about the tragedy. One of his daughters, I think she was a toddler, she must have, wandered off to the pool area and she drowned. So he had a tragedy, and, I do remember that. Thank you. There you go. Wait a minute. Love, laugh, live. She's got a hashtag. She's going to start. Ghislaine Pimp. There you go. Get that one going. Okay. That's a good one. Yes, indeed. So, besides that, I wanted to just show you all. Wait a minute. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, this picture here. This is the Maxwell girls. She's a family of 9. And she has twin sisters. I guess the two at the top makes sense. They're the twins. And then I guess the sister next to Ghislaine might be the oldest sister of the sisters. And then Ghislaine is the baby. And she was a Christmas baby, like I said. But look at those outfits. What do you guys think about that? It kind of looks, I don't know. What do you think? Does it look cute? Maybe? Is it kind of cute? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Share what you think. But then again, on the right, it's like, everything is a game to these elites. I was just thinking, like, there she is. Her father had given her a job at the newspaper, his empire, publishing empire, and he was starting some sort of lottery. If anybody's from England, tell me if that was like the first lottery that they had that was popular like that, like the lotteries we have here. But I heard that that's what she was put over the you guys are being bad. They look like, yeah, they're in The Sound of Music, right? Looks pilgrimish. Joyce, you guys are naughty. Little House on the Prairie. Oh my gosh. You guys are a rough crowd. Tracy said it looks itchy. You're like my mom. My mom's always like itchy. She doesn't like things that are itchy. Yeah. So yeah, that's just the family. And I want to talk about some of the people that do victim shaming, okay? Because we're going to do a little bit of like walk of shame or wall of shame for the people that have been very cruel, right? So this woman here, Camilla Tominey, she is a very mean woman, and I'll tell you what she did. Um, she is a woman that works for the Telegraph, I believe, and she is always coming after people, I guess. Maybe she's like a apologist for the royal family. But she had slandered Virginia Roberts Giuffre, and she called her a prostitute. Can you imagine? And tried to blame her for what happened. and just like she's terrible. And the state of Florida, even, how we talked about the prosecutors, the former prosecutors that blew the case, they were calling the children prostitutes. So I was really disturbed at that. Yeah, peep the yeah, I was about to say, yeah, nice leopard print, Camilla. But I want to say shame on you, Camilla, for shaming victims, or we'll say survivors interchangeably. But yeah, that's what she is. Yeah, terrible to call the children prostitutes. A child cannot be a prostitute. And that's something that is often done by people that want to protect the perpetrators. They will try to act like the child was prostituting. And it's ridiculous. So, yeah, I just want you all to know we'll bring up the good people that have been doing good things, but we'll also bring up some of these people like Camilla. So, I want to say that. Tisk, tisk, Camilla. And I did a little meme. Look at the doggy. He's like, when are they going to ignore the distractions and focus on the Ghislaine trial? Right? So it was something else I wanted. Oh, yeah. Another thing I wanted to share. Let's see. That's right. Yeah, that's what it was. Exactly. Leopard print, we must pay attention to symbols. Yes, Karen. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the kind of stuff I'll create for the Pinterest. So when I like start to populate the Pinterest, like I told, if you just joined, I started a new Pinterest aside from my personal one, and I'm gonna put a warehouse of information for the 6 weeks of this trial. So I'll put everything in there, and if you want to borrow, especially like memes and thing, you could take anything. It's not, I don't, get all territorial about information. Anything that you see that I post, you are welcome. And I thank you if you share it. Please do. Okay. So yeah, so that was, let me stop the screen because I just want to share another thing, of course, with her brother, Ian. It was something that I came across. Ghislaine's brother, Ian. I don't know if he was one of the brothers that went to jail over the pillaging of the retirement pensions, but that's a thing in that family. So this brother seems to be the spokesperson. This is from The Guardian. He's saying Ghislaine Maxwell sex trafficking trial is overhyped. British socialite is accused of grooming girls as young as 14 to have sex with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. So he thinks it's overhyped. So if you come across some of his stuff, you'll want to scream because he is constantly trying to, play down what his sister did, which of course, you want your sibling to be on your side, but come on, something as big as this, you can't, come on, man. I don't know what to say. It's so ridiculous. He needs to be more like the Unabomber's brother. Remember his brother? His brother turned him in, right? Oh my goodness. Hey there, what about Angela Stanton King? What about her? Am I missing something? You might be having a conversation amongst yourself. So it was another one I wanted to share. Another article that I came across. Like I said, this is just a short. Okay. This article here deals with Prince Andrew being desperate. His advisors asked a Twitter troll to help discredit Virginia Roberts Giuffre, but she ended up going to the FBI. Okay, so this is just showing you how far they will go. And if they do this with many people, that is a form of gang stalking. Am I correct? Because Girl Code has taught me a lot about gang stalking, but am I right, sis? Is this a form of gang stalking if they get a lot of people to, do something similar to this? But can you imagine? Look how low they go. So I just want to paint a picture of just what some of these women have gone through, and they've gone through these kind of things since they were girls, if they came forward, and you get to see how hard it is to come forward, especially if they're going through all this trauma, trying to process what's happened to them with all the shame and all the guilt and everything. And then you have people attacking you, especially we live online, a lot of people, and to have something like that. So I'm correct. It is gang stalking. Yeah. So thank you, Adam. Yeah. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that. They've we can't imagine all the other things that they have taken part in to try to discredit these young women. But I just want to share those things. Another thing I heard that Ghislaine's husband, I think he has a girlfriend, everybody. And he was in charge of the $20 million trust that she left him to, manage. So he has another girlfriend. I don't know if he's putting money on her books in jail, but he's moved on, Ghislaine. Look at that. I tell you. Yeah, he's moved on. So I'm about to move on. Thanks for joining me. And we will, royal gang stalking. Yeah. And they have the power to do a whole lot. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining. Girl Code and I'll let you know when we'll reschedule to do our part 2 of 11/22/63 on Hulu. Okay. But I will join you again and possibly tomorrow. I don't know. It's not like a whole lot is coming out, but like I said, we should know the names of the lawyers. It should be just that big, like we can remember the name of the OJ lawyers 27 years later. We should get information. So I will see some of the things you're saying. And let's see. Yes, whoever has the money has the power. God laughs. There you are. Elizabeth, hi. You said you've been watching it? You're on episode 6. Oh, good. Okay. So you'll be done by the time we do part 2. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. I will see you very soon. Have a good rest of your evening. And I love you all. Meep, meep. And I will be in touch to give you like that Pinterest link, okay? I'll drop this meme in there and everything. I might work on it tonight, at least like populate a few things. And what I'll do is I will put it in the description of this latest video for tonight, okay? Maybe I'll do it on I guess I have 3 videos of the Ghislaine thing. So I'll make sure it'll be in there. Good night, my Harlem Sentinel. Meep, meep. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you all. And I will see you possibly tomorrow. Okay? Thank you. Love you too. Take care. Meep, meep, my meep, meep family. Love you. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Uma for freedom. You're welcome. Thank you. All righty. Take care.